What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Sly Jordy, and welcome back to F1 24 for today's patch. This is patch V1.6, and this basically, what we are going to be talking about today and trying out is basically the new driving over curbs update, pretty much. So, in particular, in the patch notes post on Instagram, in the key changes and improvements section, so the second slide, handling when driving over curbs, cars will now become more unsettled, with sausage curbs in particular having a greater impact on vehicle stability. Now, I'm quite confused as to why time trial hasn't been reset, because this is a big deal, you know? This was one of people's biggest issues with the physics. And of course, today we're going to properly be trying it out in two different tracks, those being Imola and Jeddah. Those are the most important parts, and we're just going to see just how much it has been improved, if at all, and see how it compares with F1 23, which was a game that really focused heavily focused quite a lot on the curbs. So we're going to go with the Mercedes, as Lewis Hamilton just won the British Grand Prix. Yeah, where's Imola? I forgot where it is. There it is. Okay, so yeah, very confusing as to why time trial has not been reset. Because, again, this is a big deal. People are driving over curbs willy-nilly in the game, you know? It's one of the main issues I had with online multiplayer, you know? As people could just drive over curbs like that and gain so much time, and there was very, very, very big room for mistakes. Like, if you made a mistake, you know, with the curbing and the ERS being how it is now, it was just so easy. Right, so we're going to go with the default setup. I'm not going to make any changes, and we're basically just gonna see how it feels, and we're not gonna worry about timing or anything like that. All we are going to do is just drive over the curbs as much as possible. Now, I haven't actually tried Imola on this game in time trials since like launch of the game, so before the original time trial change, but I saw plenty of footage of Imola and how bad it really was. For just being able to jump over the curbs and stuff. And then Jeddah is more of a personal thing. So here we go. Let's drive over this one first. Okay. Now it will be this section which will be really important. If we just drive over as many curbs as possible. I'm not really detecting too much of a change currently, if I'm going to be honest. We'll have to try it more, and we'll do a couple of laps, of course. But I am not really sensing too much of a change. I'm trying to drive over these curbs. It looks like the car's being unsettled, but it doesn't quite feel like it, you know? Look, I was just able to drive over those willy-nilly, like really bloody easy. Go over this. Yeah, it's not really unsettling the car at all. Like, in F1 23, if I was to jump over those curbs, it would really unsettle the car. Like, you know, it'd be unpredictable as to where the car would jump up. Like, it would literally jump up. And I don't know. I think they've definitely tweaked it maybe a little bit, because I doubt they've done nothing at all. But it makes no sense to me as to why. I mean, this is probably why they haven't really, you know, redone time trial. Because look, there's a bit of unsettling right there, but like still not enough unsettling of the car. Like, I'll flashback and do that again. I don't feel like it's enough, if I'm gonna be honest. You know, like compared to F1 23, like I can still control that quite well, and like not really lose too much traction or lose too much control over the car. I don't know, but we're going to try Jeddah now, and we'll go midnight. I mean, I miss when we were able to like choose the session start time and being able to do a wet time trial. Like, can you remember being able to do that? That was crazy. Amazing. Yeah, the British Grand Prix was pretty good. I'm quite disappointed that Lewis Hamilton won. Like, I've seen that guy dominate so much, and I don't quite like him as a person, to be quite honest. I don't really want to see him win anymore. You know, I'm over that. But it was still a good Grand Prix for Williams, which is the team I support. And yeah, we scored a couple of points. Logan Sargent was so close to scoring points. That would have been really cool if we had gotten to see that, but you know, it is what it is. So here we go then. So Jeddah Sector 1 is going to be the important part, yeah, that was the part that really used to screw me over in F1 23, like a lot. So let's see how that is. And I don't know, have time trials been reset and they just haven't announced it? I mean, we can always check Bahrain, right? To double check to see if that is the case, but... Right, so yeah, Sector 1 is going to be... It's this section right here that is going to be our real indicator. So let me drive over these curbs. Yeah, it's... Nah, I don't really see any changes. Right, so let me go to Bahrain, just to see if the time trials have been reset. I'm not really feeling much of a change. Like, maybe they've tweaked it a little bit, but it's not enough for me to even notice anything, you know? In F1 23, if you got on a curb, you were getting stuck on that. Like, I can literally imagine the curbs getting in between the floor, like, the floor tunnels or whatever, and that would have, like, they kept the car stuck. You were screwed once you got that. And yes, time trial has not been reset. So, and I can see why, to be honest. There just really hasn't been much of a change in terms of the curbs. So, yeah, a little bit disappointed by that. Like, obviously, I don't want it to be at the level of F1 23, because I feel like F1 23 overdid it a little bit. But I feel like F1 24 has, like, done the exact extreme opposite and have just, like, underdone it completely. We need to find a happy medium, and I really feel like F1 25 will either be that or it'll be back to F1 23 levels. And when it comes down to what I prefer, it would be F1 23. I prefer the physics on that game. You know, on certain tracks, I prefer this game, like Jeddah and Imola. I feel like they are better on 24. However, on most other tracks... Definitely 23. Like, there's a lot less margin for error, and it really shows, like, you know, there's more room for skill, actual skill. F1 24 is just too easy, and you really see that in online multiplayer, especially when you play ranked. So, yeah, a little bit disappointing right there. Don't get me wrong, I still like F1 24. There's still been, like, massive improvements over, you know, the past month, but yeah, I just think F1 23 was the better, like, racing game, like the better, like, when it comes to the driving and stuff, you know. But yeah, that's it for this video. Let me know what you guys think of this new patch, this new update. If it helps fix anything, that would be really cool to hear about that in the comments. And obviously I do respond to all the comments that I can, or at least makes sense for me to do so. So guys, cheers for watching. Be sure to check out my last video on the Aston Martin event series. And yeah, I'll see you all next time for some more F1 24. Peace.